Hello all. Today I will comment about how I see the world in 20 years from now. Begin by saying that I find amazing as is changing the world. 20 years ago, I never imagined that there would be cell phones, and I think the same is true now. One does not exactly that things can change in the world. I have two views. One optimistic and one pessimistic. I just hope that the world in 2032 has less problems than it is now. I hope that. I really hope. Shall begin imagine the world's climate change? I think the 70% destruction of the natural world in 20 years will be massive. According to some studies, to continue the extinction of several species and the collapse of human society in many countries will be the dramatic cases. More than half the world will suffer water shortages. Conflicts will exist for the water. It will be terrible for the planet. And the risk of transmission of major infectious diseases will be in the future, and especially for cholera. There will be an increase in sea level, which will result in increased frequency of tropical storms. So we must care for our environment. We must share to reduce pollution and global warming. Care for all our world. It will be our work in the future. But not all that bad, because don't forget the technology, the great technology. Many countries are developing new ways to obtain drinking water from seawater. This will help in the future against the climate changes we are going through. I think in 20 years scientists will be able to get solutions to all health problems we could have in the world. An example is medical science, because it is advancing at great rates. Diseases that cannot be treated within 20 years can be solved. By the other hand, communication is also something that is changing rapidly. As I said at the beginning of exposure, no one imagined a cell phone 20 years ago. Now, there are phones where you find many applications, like surfing the internet. You can access several magazines to endless knowledge. It will be important to our educations. And within 20 years will be the new cybernetic world. I believe that robots will be the main stars in the world. I believe that robots will replace almost humans in various activities, how you can see in the images of my exposure. And the other great change in the world will be the transportation. And it could be different possible to change in the world, because there aren't conventional cars. I don't know, if not flying cars. Or better, jet can teleportation, how it was mentioned in the movie called Star Trek. Teleportation was a project, but in the future it could be possible. I think even 20 years can more easily travel to other planets. The moon rides will be constant. Finally, the world that awaits us in 20 years will be almost completely different from the world we have now. So we must be prepared for changes every day. Thank you for giving these minutes to express my points of view. See you soon, friends.